LaGuardia, center stage, Atlanta, Georgia. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our first bout of the main
evening of women's professional mixed martial arts. Our first bout is scheduled for you into the strawweight division, which is two members of the blue corner. A Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu fighter standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, officially weighing at 115.7 pounds. She hails from Las Vegas, Nevada. Introducing Shino, VanHoose. Across the cage, out of the red corner. At 5 feet 5 inches tall, this Muay Thai practitioner officially weighed in at 115.9 pounds, holding a professional record of 11 victories, 7 defeats, 3 of those wins coming by way of submission. From Phoenix, Arizona, by way of Clinch, Brazil, presenting Liana.
Obviously, Liana Pirosin is a veteran here. She's fought in the strawweight division, went up to flyweight. She went 1-3 in that division. She's now coming back down to the 150-pounder. Yeah, left-handed, but Shino VanHoose, we haven't seen her since 2019. IFC 37. It's been a while. She's coming out from the atomweight division. So I'm really excited to see how they both kick off 2025 in this 155.
The red tape. And yeah, we have not seen Shino VanHoose in quite a while. In that time, she's actually moved to Las Vegas and changed camps. Finished school, got her degree, got married.
occasions already. VanHoose in another.
Big right hand from VanHoose. Ever swinging.
Putting up here.
And VanHoose told us, although she has been out of active fighting, she has not been out of active training. She has been in the gym consistently since her time off. Since her time off because of an injury, and she is really wanting to test herself tonight to see if she still has what it takes. And she does so far. She's very good so far.
This was really a test for her to see how this new weight class goes.
Allowing VanHoose to advance position, she threw up an active guard, looking for submissions. She nearly caught VanHoose in an armbar, but Shino showed her experience, stacking Pirosin and slipping out just in time. The crowd roared as both fighters battled for position, neither willing to concede an inch. The final minute of the second round saw an intense scramble, with Pirosin reversing position and standing back up. As soon as she got to her feet, she unleashed a flurry of strikes, landing a clean uppercut that snapped VanHoose's head back. The round ended with both fighters breathing heavily, battered but determined to leave it all in the cage. Going into the third and final round, the fight was still up for grabs. Both fighters had their moments, and the judges' scorecards could have been anyone's guess. Knowing this, they came out swinging, putting everything on the line. Pirosin, sensing urgency, poured on the pressure with relentless combinations. VanHoose, bleeding but unfazed, kept pushing forward, looking for one last takedown that could solidify her victory. With 2 minutes left, VanHoose managed to get Pirosin to the ground once more, immediately transitioning to side control. She attempted to isolate an arm for a submission, but Pirosin, showing incredible resilience, exploded out of the position and reversed the takedown. The final minutes saw them trading vicious strikes in the clinch, both fighters refusing to back down. As the horn sounded to end the fight, the crowd erupted in a standing ovation. Both women had given everything they had, leaving no doubt that they belonged at the highest level. The judge's decision was met with anticipation, but in the end, regardless of the result, both Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose walked away as warriors. This fight wasn't just about a win or a loss, it was about proving a point. Both fighters had trained relentlessly for this moment, and they delivered a fight that showcased everything great about women's MMA. Their battle at Invicta FC 60 was a testament to their skill, heart, and the future of the sport. Whether it leads to a rematch or new opportunities, one thing is certain. Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose went to war, and the MMA world will never forget it.
Hit on the eye. Pirosin squinting, trying to back up. That was a well-placed shot by VanHoose. 1 minute to go.
Trying to find a balance there on the key, just to the other side. She's got that nice underhook, but you can see the VanHoose is it's nice pull there. She hit her
Any strikes from both of these competitors.
kind of edging in and out of each other's range.
To boot, and that's going to do for round one. Great maneuver to end the round, Meekman.
Oh, that was a beautiful use of that trip there, but definitely strong way to finish the round. And, you know, in a round that was fairly even, that could have been the determining factor. There's some big strikes here from VanHoose, and really, they both had their moments in this fight. You see that right hand there. Looking to counter. Got some knees here by VanHoose. Hit the shoulder, went to the body, and we got this takedown to finish the round. VanHoose looked to close the range off of this. A beautiful step around and trick by Pirosin. Really capitalizing on that failed attempt by VanHoose, but this is a very dominant way to end the round.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we do not open score. Georgia, of course, here at Victory Richmond, every state. It's been a lot of fun to see definitively who won that round, but as we get set to begin round two. You know, Julie, we had an opportunity to speak to Shino VanHoose. She said that it almost feels like she's having her debut again here in WWE, since it really has been. I mean, it's been 5 years since we've seen her.
Yeah, and I can understand that perspective too. A lot of the life changes and, you know, her state of life. You know, like I said, she's got a degree, got married. Really big swelling under the left eye.
Big left hook from Pirosin, but yeah, definitely wearing the damage from that single strike. It's amazing.
Is that right hand?
Yes.
And I think between them as strikers, it is that left hook versus right hand. Pirosin's left hook and Pirosin's right hand. Really the money makers here.
Pirosin made some pretty significant changes in her camp. Which very interesting. She completed all of her social media. She said that dopamine went back to where it only needs to go. It's a lesson for all of us.
And one thing that she said is that she trained with Bellator for her last match. She took a lot of inspiration from that. She, really showed that it doesn't take anything special as long as you have a great work ethic and you work hard and you're dedicated. you need for success. So she takes motivation from that. Maybe on the right cheek of VanHoose there.
That just swelled up on that big left hook. So you're really seeing the damage from the most effective weapons both of these athletes have been.
Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose put on an unforgettable battle at Invicta FC 60, delivering a fight that had fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The highly anticipated matchup lived up to the hype, showcasing the heart, skill, and determination of both fighters as they left everything inside the cage. The energy in the arena was electric as these two warriors stepped into the Invicta cage, ready to prove themselves on one of the biggest stages in women's MMA. From the opening bell, it was clear that this fight would be a war. Pirosin came out aggressive, using her striking to establish control early. Her crisp boxing combinations and leg kicks forced VanHoose to stay on the defensive, but Shino, known for her resilience, quickly adapted to the pressure. She absorbed the shots and began to find her rhythm, countering effectively and looking for openings to take the fight to the ground. The first round saw both fighters testing each other's strengths. Pirosin was the aggressor in the stand-up exchanges, using her reach and speed to land significant shots. VanHoose, however, showcased her durability and timing, slipping punches and responding with well-placed counters. As the round progressed, VanHoose attempted to close the distance, looking for a clinch to neutralize Pirosin's striking. She managed to secure a takedown in the final minute, ending the round on top and possibly swaying the judges in her favor. The second round intensified as both fighters came out swinging. Pirosin continued her striking assault, landing powerful kicks to VanHoose's legs and body. Each strike echoed throughout the venue, a testament to the power she carried in her strikes. But VanHoose remained composed, waiting for the perfect moment to change levels and shoot for another takedown. She executed a well-timed double leg takedown, putting Pirosin on her back. On the ground, VanHoose demonstrated her grappling expertise, working to advance her position while staying heavy on top. Pirosin, to her credit, showed solid defensive grappling, using her guard to keep VanHoose from posturing up and landing damaging ground and pound. As the round continued, VanHoose attempted to pass to side control, but Pirosin exploded with a beautiful sweep, reversing the position and gaining top control. The crowd erupted as Pirosin rained down elbows and punches, making it a strong round for her.
Essentially a Muay Thai kickboxing chess match right now.
Last minute of round two.
You definitely cannot tell that Shino VanHoose has spent 5 years not competing. She looks incredible in that time and extremely poised.
Kick to the body. Oh, goes high with it. And landed right on the chin. Oh, and lands a pair of left hooks. Another strong start and rather to the round for Pirosin. VanHoose presses her up against the cage.
Both of them looking to land little shots to the inside as they fight for and control. Ooh, I love that breeze. As soon as she tries to strike, she tries to trip.
We go to the third round. What a great way to open up the first main card of 2025 here at the Big Fighting Championships. Julie, let's take a look at the replay. Liana Pirosin, very animated. We're very happy with work she did.
I would be happy too. She was landing some extremely heavy level. You can see the damage of VanHoose's face goes from the first round, and still, Pirosin's really finding her shots. But then so is VanHoose. She was able to land a nice cross in there, countered by a hook. And then we're going to see some nice, beautiful, some of these kicks that Pirosin had on display tonight. I think was really one of the exciting factors of this round, the way she attacks the body, attacks the head, and just lands
out of the way of the foreigners coming from Pirosin that round. One thing, it seems like Pirosin has at least the wherewithal to really turn on.
Very smart in fight decisions. She puts an exclamation on her before the end every round, which is very smart, very veteran-like.
Perhaps sensing necessity inside the cage.
And VanHoose does not seem to be a fighter who wants to step back at all in this fight. She wants to keep moving. She wants to get a victory here.
Big body kick.
Pirosin's timing is just so
I love her. It's very I love to see what she does.
The third round was a true test of willpower. Both fighters were visibly exhausted, but refused to back down. Pirosin, sensing that she needed a dominant round to secure victory, pushed the pace with relentless striking. She landed a big right hand that momentarily wobbled VanHoose, but Shino recovered quickly and immediately shot for a takedown. Pirosin sprawled, showing improved takedown defense, and the fight transitioned into a grueling clinch battle against the cage. VanHoose fought hard for control, landing short knees and elbows, while Pirosin responded with sharp uppercuts. The battle in the clinch was intense, with neither fighter willing to give an inch. With just over a minute left, VanHoose executed a slick trip takedown, putting Pirosin on her back once again. She transitioned to mount and began unleashing a barrage of strikes, forcing Pirosin to scramble desperately. Pirosin managed to escape back to her feet, and the final seconds of the fight saw both warriors trading wild punches in the center of the cage, leaving everything they had in the octagon. As the final bell rang, the audience erupted in applause, acknowledging the incredible display of skill and heart from both fighters. The judges' decision was highly anticipated, as the fight had been extremely close. After a brief wait, the scorecards were read, and the result was announced. No matter the outcome, both Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose proved that they belong among the best in women's MMA. Their war at Invicta FC 60 will be remembered as one of the most exciting fights in the promotion's history. The fans witnessed a battle that showcased every aspect of mixed martial arts: striking, grappling, heart, and pure determination. This fight was more than just a contest. It was a statement from both fighters. For Pirosin, it was an opportunity to prove her striking was among the elite. For VanHoose, it was a chance to showcase her grappling prowess and resilience. Both women delivered, and in doing so, they earned the respect of fans and fellow fighters alike. As the MMA world reflects on this epic showdown, one thing is certain: both Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose have solidified their place as true warriors in the sport. Whether it's a rematch or new challenges ahead, their performances at Invicta FC 60 will be remembered as a night when two fighters went to war and left everything inside the cage. Liana Pirosin and Shino VanHoose delivered an absolute war at Invicta FC 60, a fight that will be remembered for years to come. The moment these two warriors stepped into the cage, the energy in the arena was electric. Fans could sense they were about to witness something special, and neither fighter disappointed. From the first exchange to the final bell, it was a battle filled with heart, skill, and sheer determination.
Able to really stabilize on the front leg now.
And that makes it very hard to throw power shots off the right hand. Not able to put maybe a right
But who knows, and every time that who's looks to step into her power, she's hitting against the leg.
Julie, would you say that what we're seeing right now is what it looks like to really adhere to the discipline of Muay Thai versus generally having a striking background in more of like an MMA sense?
I don't know. I think this is Muay Thai.
Shino VanHoose, yeah.
This is why I get crazy before these events.
Pirosin, known for her sharp striking and relentless pace, wasted no time in establishing her game plan. She came out aggressive, looking to keep VanHoose on the back foot. Her footwork was crisp, her punches were accurate, and she utilized a mix of body kicks and low kicks to chip away at her opponent's face. VanHoose, on the other hand, remained composed, knowing that her grappling could be the key to victory. She absorbed the early onslaught, reading Pirosin's movements and waiting for the perfect opportunity to counter. The first round was a technical battle, with Pirosin landing clean shots while VanHoose worked on closing the distance. Every time VanHoose attempted a takedown, Pirosin showcased her takedown defense, sprawling effectively and keeping the fight standing. However, with just under a minute left in the round, VanHoose managed to time a level change perfectly, shooting in for a deep double leg takedown. She secured top control, ending the round strong with ground and pound, a clear message that she wouldn't be dominated easily. As the second round began, Pirosin adjusted her approach, adding more volume to her strikes and increasing her output. She peppered VanHoose with jabs, mixing in devastating hooks to the body. VanHoose, feeling the sting of those body shots, knew she couldn't afford to stay in a striking battle for too long. She feinted a takedown to keep Pirosin guessing and then lunged forward with a strong overhand right, catching her opponent off guard. The shot wobbled Pirosin briefly, giving VanHoose an opening to initiate another takedown attempt.